Greetings! Welcome to Tifa's Tarot, and today we are going to be doing an energy checkup and a tarot reading for the sign of Aries. So if you identify as an Aries, and that could mean you identify strongly with your sun, moon, or rising sign, this video is for you. So Happy New Year. It is the beginning of January. I'm going to do a January forecast for the sign of Aries. For today's reading, we're going to go ahead and use, God, it's hard to see, the Modern Witch Tarot. This is a deck that I really like the artwork for, and we're just going to go ahead and channel some of that energy into this Aries reading. So this is a general reading. So what we will essentially be looking for is any warning signs. So this may come up as if you are inquiring about relationships or your career or finances and maybe just spiritual matters, the things that are happening with you, okay? These are going to be the energies that we're channeling. So I do ask my ancestors, spirit guides, and guardian angels to please protect me during this message as I channel messages for the sign of Aries. Thank you very much. For this particular spread, we're just going to do a Celtic cross. So a Celtic cross is basically we're going to be pulling 9 cards, and we might pull some clarifying cards as well. But the 9 cards are going to go in this order. The first one is going to talk about the dynamic of the situation. So that is whatever messages that Spirit is wanting to give to you at this time. The second card is going to be the challenge. Okay, so that is like what is challenging you from this current energy. The third card that is below is going to qualify as what is like hidden underneath the scenes that you maybe are not aware of. The fourth is going to show the past of a situation. The fifth will be on top, will show what is obvious about the situation that you know very clearly about. The sixth card is going to be the future of the situation or upcoming energy with that situation. The seventh card, which I will place here, is going to relate to that first card. So how does it personally apply to you? The next card after that, I think, is the seventh card, is going to talk about your current environment at this time or at this month. The eighth card is going to reflect the hopes and fears. And the ninth card is going to have an overall ending, right? Okay. So that is be a Celtic cross. I will talk about what each card means as I pull it. Okay. Okay, the dynamic of the situation this month is the Seven of Swords. So Seven of Swords is dealing with deceptive energy. It's getting ahead on someone or something getting ahead of you. There's deception, there's trickery or thievery involved, cheating involved in a sense, but it has more of the energy of doing what it takes to get ahead in something, even if it's unscrupulous in some way, okay? So right now we know that we're dealing with a very deceptive or sneaky energy in that sense for the sign of Aries. We'll see. What is the challenge with this energy? Okay, the challenge is the Four of Cups. Okay. All right, the Four of Cups. So the Four of Cups, we can call cups as regarding our emotions, okay? So when we are in a Four Cups energy, it's like having nostalgic views about something. It's having 3 things in front of you, but not wanting those 3 things. You want the 4th cup, right? You want something else, an unrealistic expectation of a situation, okay? So the challenge could be looking into things looking for things that are not meant for you. So maybe you're focused in on an idea or a person that really isn't for you, and there could be like many other viable options that are nearby, but you're choosing to just focus on this idealized version of something, okay? So be careful of that kind of energy. That means that that's a challenge for you at this time, okay? If you're experiencing a sort of FOMO or wanting to be with that special someone or want this job, but not appreciating really like what you have right in front of you, okay? So that's the challenge for this month. Our next card is going to pull what is hidden from you at this particular time. Okay. All right. What's hidden for Aries at this time is the Queen of Cups. So Queen of Cups is a divine feminine energy of like operating from a heart space, operating with a lot of love. So this could mean that this is really the core of your being. Like you really do operate from a point of love, but maybe you feel it's not something that you shoulder around. It's something that you kind of put in the back of yourself. So what's really hidden and beneath is that there is a very steady flow of great emotional energy that is underneath you, and it's not something that anyone can really see, okay? So I can't tell you what to do with that, but just understand that no matter how you're operating, people are not able to see this Queen of Cups energy. They're not able to see how you are operating. So there could be misinterpretations of how you're feeling with a certain person or with people, and you may be operating from a space of love, but people are not able to actually see that, okay? Let's see, in the past of the situation. Okay, two things. Well, we've got the Two of Cups, which is a partnership, a divine partnership of some sort. And we also have the Five of Cups. I'm not taking any reversals here. The Five of Cups is grieving. So in the past, there could have been a heartbreak. There could have been a partnership that you have been thinking of. Well, this is heavy love sign because we've got a lot of hearts here. I'm sorry, we've got a lot of cups on the scene because we've got the Four of Cups, the Queen of Cups, the Five of Cups, the Two of Cups. So in the past, there was a partnership. Something happened and there was a lot of grief, maybe even devastation. So that could have been a breakup, but there was like some form of disillusionment. And it kind of makes sense for the challenge because remember your challenge was the Four of Cups, right? Which is focusing in on an option that is not, and maybe that option came about because there was a bit of cheating. There was a Seven of Swords energy where there was some deception involved. So this could be a partnership was broken up due to infidelity from whichever party. You have to assume the guilt from whichever side that you're on. But at any regards, it was something that left you very heartbroken, regretful. And it was an unfortunate situation because deep down inside, there was a lot of love in this situation. And there might have been some disappointment that happened after that. Okay, our top card is going to discuss what is obvious about this scenario, okay? So what is obvious? Okay. Tower. Something came down. So the Tower card. Towers are known for an abrupt halt or ending to something. Could be total destruction. The Tower doesn't always have to be bad, but it just kind of means an end to something. It's an unforeseen circumstance or situation that just comes in and kind of takes the breath out of you or knocks you off of your feet, so to speak. And the Tower asks you to just kind of remain calm in this time. So you could be feeling like a lot of chaotic energy, like you might be feeling like upset or disappointed, like as we said before, but there's an element of chaos that's associated with it. There's an element of having the rug being pulled underneath somebody, okay? So this could be something that you're experiencing at this time, or something that is happening in the month of January, where there's these big revelations of something that really kind of changes your life in some dramatic way. Okay, so incoming energy. Incoming energy. All right, incoming energy is the Nine of Wands. Wands are your passions. The Nine of Wands is associated with, kind of, we call the Nine of Wands the wounded warrior. Okay, so as you can see, kind of see by the card, this is it's like coming into a time with yourself where you know that you're doing healing, but you're just not quite out of the woods yet. There's still a few more things that you've got to take care of in order for you to get into that next spot. But the Wounded Warrior, the Nine of Wands, is really urging you at this time to just kind of focus in on your healing and focus in on the steps that you need to take so that you can rid yourself of any negative energy, or rid yourself of any hurt from the past, and welcoming a new chapter into your life. Okay, so that's the Nine of Wands. Okay, so now we're gonna go into, so this is going to really, you're gonna either like click in with this story, or you totally fall off and this is not your message. But now we're gonna get to whichever energy I'm picking up on. How does that specifically respond to the Seven of Swords energy? So remember this original deceptive energy. Okay. So what is the relation to the person receiving this message with that Seven of Swords deceptive energy? What relation is there? Okay. Ace of Cups. This is a start of love. There was a deception in love. Somebody was not being honest. It could have been something that was new that started and ended very abruptly. But there was a lot of hope. There was a lot of potential for things to be something, to evolve into a new way of being, and it didn't help because there was lies, deception, cheating that was involved, or there wasn't a solid foundation, and it's very unfortunate. It's actually making me a little sad. All right, so the current environment for Aries. Please give me the current environment for Aries. Oops. All right, I lost that one, but I see it on the ground. Just go ahead and pick that up. All right, so the current environment, which kind of makes sense for all of this, is the Ten of Swords. Aries, what's going on? This is heartbreak. This is dealing with a lot of pain, a lot of anxiety, feeling gutted, you know? This is feeling gutted. This is feeling like, what have I done? And even if you look at this picture, see the girl, she's like, got all these knives in her. She's like looking at her phone like, where's my text? So do I get an apology? Do I get anything? Okay, so I'm so sorry for whoever is going through that at this time. I'm so sorry. But Ten of Swords energy is very heavy. It's very dark, but you know, we don't stay in these places, right? Our purpose is, life is an ebb and flow, and even when you're in the Ten of Swords energy, there is a promise that it will be okay one day. Maybe not today, but it will be okay someday, okay? So hang in there for whoever this is making sense for. Yeah, hang in there. All right. So next we're going to go to our hopes and fears. Oh, I just got ringing in my ear. Okay. All right, hopes and fears. Damn. This is it. Hopes and fears are Nine of Swords. Having nightmares about a situation. Having a lot of anxiety. Aries, were you the one who cheated on somebody? That could have been a great thing, and now you can't sleep at night about it, and you feel so bad about it, or maybe this happened to you, and just the pain of the memories of what could have been is too much, and it maybe keeps you up at night. And so the fear is that you feel like you'll stay in this state forever. Like you don't know when it's going to end. But whether it's through your making or not, just understand that we're all humans and nobody is perfect. We all do things that we shouldn't. Whether we reap the consequences immediately or not, you know, they consequences do come in ultimately. You can never hide too long from the truth. So might just be like a very hard pill to swallow at this time or at this month, okay? And we'll pull one last card. So this card is going to talk about with this current energy, how do we end this? What is the overall ending for this, okay? In the month of January. Show me the overall ending for the month of January. Show me the overall ending for the month of January. Okay, we've got the Seven of Cups. Okay, so Seven of Cups talks about options or new avenues of love or what to do with. So when it comes to the end, I'm going to pull 2 additional cards. So Seven of Cups is new ways, new options, new things to focus on. What do you want to focus on? But that's too many, Spirit, please. Give me 2 more cards. Not too many. Okay. Everything is going to be okay. You see that? Everything is fine. So you're going to be fine. And Spirit, let's pull one more, please. After a little bit of reflection, the Hermit. So you're going to need to kind of go within for some time and really kind of think about yourself and your role in the situation. So overall, this started out as a general reading, but is very quickly, like, kind of love kind of took over with all of the cups, and there's a lot of cups and swords here, but it's absent of any pentacles. There's no material things here, so we're very much operating from our heart and our mind at this time, Aries. Okay, so that's what I'm seeing for you in the month of January. I hope that whatever is happening in your life is, I just hope that you can like roll with it and go with the punches. Like I said, life is an ebb and flow. So I think we'll leave it at that. I was going to pull some oracle messages, but I don't want it to be too long-winded. Okay, what I will do is just pull a few. I'll pull 3 full moon messages for you, okay, to kind of help you. Simply because this was such a heavy reading on an emotional scale. And I really just hope to give a little bit of hope at the end of it, okay? So whichever Aries is going through all of these things during the month of January, my heart is with you. No matter if you're the guilty party or not, you know. even when we're guilty, there's a certain level of anxiety, and guilt is a terrible, terrible emotion to deal with when you know that you're the one who messed up and you hurt somebody. That's hard, you know? So, dear ancestors, spirit guides, and guardian angels, may you please show me 3 full moon cards. The full moon is in Cancer. This season, can you show me 3 full moon cards in Cancer for the sign of Aries? Thank you very much. Okay. Your first thing is, it's time to release negativity. It's time to release negativity. I just want to show the card, but it's like so much glare. Okay. This is a full moon that's in Scorpio. So, release negative patterns of thoughts. Remember that 9 of Swords, like having a lot of anxiety, having that 10 of Swords energy, being upset about like the things, like the things that have happened. There is literally no use crying over spoiled milk. Do not do that, okay? So just release the negativity, okay? You can't go back in time, but you can move forward. Okay, let's get 2 more messages, please. The sign of Aries. Give me 2 more messages for the sign of Aries. 2 more full moon messages for the sign of Aries. Okay, there's 3 more came out, so we'll take all 3. Full moon in Sagittarius. Look at the bigger picture. Okay, so this is asking you to, yeah, things might suck today, but look at the bigger picture, right? When things don't work out, I think we have to, it might not be easy for us at that time, but, you know, what isn't meant for us is not meant for us, and there's not a whole lot that we can do to fight that, even though sometimes we want things or people or situations to stay in our lives forever, but that's not always meant to be, and you can't always fight that, so that's okay. All right, next one, we're getting a lot of full moon energy. Full moon in Pisces. Balance your spirituality and practicality. Okay, this is full moon in Pisces. So don't obsess over what's happened. Continue to move forward in your life. Make the steps that are necessary, right? We can't dive too much into our feelings at this time. And this is actually going to be a particularly difficult time to not be in your feelings, because the moon is in Cancer at this time. And it is at home there. And it asks us to really examine our feelings. So our feelings might be a little hypersensitive at this particular time. So making sure to balance that, and that you are still making sure that you're taking care of your health and your jobs and your other relationships that with your friends or family or colleagues that are going to be beneficial for you as well, okay? And finally, you're very close to achieving your goal to give this moon. Okay? So whatever you're working on at this time, continue knocking it out of the park, right? If you're feeling negative about your love life, start focusing on other things that are working for you in your life. You know, it's very rare that we have everything going wrong with us at the same time. So try focusing in and tapping into the bountiful gifts that you have in other respects. And that would be the advice from the moon deck. So Aries, I hope this was helpful for any Aries who are watching this, or anyone who's associated with Aries. And I'm out of here. Have a good day.